Our practice after the first robot game went really well, and right now we're doing our robot and core values. So I'm gonna be playing the beat with this keyboard. Yeah, it falls out.
Here when they pull out.
Bravo, bravo.
Amazing.
I want to talk to one.
We'll explain to you our project, but first we thought a good way to give you a little bit of background information on how we work together, solve problems as a team, and actually about our problem and solution was through a rap. So we composed one. Here it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know why we're here. We learned about water consumption this year. We step into the modern age so blindly. Our gallon consumption per day is around 90. When we turn on the tap to make a good cup of tea, we waste needlessly all our energy. In just a few seconds while it with the warmed up, a flow of cold water gets in our cup. We don't really need it, I mean just think. Water we don't want to drink, just go down the sink. Yo, we're taking to the brink. Guys, this is crazy. All the stuff that we're doing is just plain lazy.
That was a real great explanation. Welcome to the lesson. We want more information. Would you like to come or sit there on your bum making faces at me? With your finger in your thumb, you say you want a solution that's good, great, and fun. But the info you have about solutions is none. The solutions already made are right here, but they're not really good or great, so no fear. Our first contestant, our small little reader, is none other than the tankless water heater. Though it works pretty good, it'll have you pay, because this little water heater costs 2 to 6K.
Number 2.
This next solution is awesome and dang. The heat exchange coils to a large water tank. It flows all around the pipes into the ground. It's a pity the system sucks.
And isn't sound.
Solutions and problems. Oh my god, the solutions are great, but problems they suck. So we found a solution about water consumption. Took lots of brainstorm, trial, and lots of gumption. You'll know it, guys. I'm not much of a pusher, so we'll explain our solutions after interposing.
Well, both of you guys, you had great contributions. Really cool stuff, problems and solutions. Gotta be kind. Drop your pride. Come on, my dude, there's no time to be snide. We want to be winners and have lots of fun. Wait a minute. We already used that pun. Thank you.
Thank you. When they open the tap for hot or cold water, they wait for the water to turn hot. Let's say you want hot water, but then the water comes out cold. So then you wait for the water to change to their desired temperature, but when you wait, all that water just goes down the drain. So you want to help that.
So the two existing solutions are the gas heater and the electric heater. The gas heater costs around $2,000, so that's pretty expensive, and you need somebody to bring a tank of gas into your home to plug it in to start it up. And the electric heater costs $6K. That's a silly lot more expensive, and it adds up to your electricity bill. And both of them aren't that healthy for the environment.
So, have you ever turned on the tap and you have to wait for the water to warm up? Well, that's because last time you turned the tap on, cold water was already in the pipes. And the hot water has to push that cold water out past your fingers before you get your hot water. Now what we have is a valve that sends the cold water back. The hot water just pushes it back into the heater to be reheated and reused. None of that water goes to waste. But when the hot water reaches here, it activates this temperature sensor. The temperature sensor knows that it's hot because you want it hot when you turned it on. So this valve switches and sends the hot water back and out the tap.
Our team had a meeting with Professor Angelica Kivan, who works on sustainable buildings and new projects and stuff at the University of British Columbia in Canada. In fact, she's the director of that. And she had a lot to say about our project. One of the things she stated was, she came up with the idea of the lights that indicate how far the water is from coming out, and we just built on that as they explained. And she also recommended that our pipes would be closer to the sink so that we don't lose heat throughout in the process. She also wanted us to make sure we knew what kind of materials we were using because PVC, what we were planning on using, has some impact to health, and it implants like minerals that are bad for us in the water.
And traditional copper, like piping, it would be extremely expensive because we're essentially doubling the pipe. It would be extremely expensive. So there's a new type of piping that you can use that's really cheap and environmentally friendly that she recommends.
Yes.
And then we shared this idea with our community in Vancouver. Lots of people said it was a brilliant idea and it was realistic at the same time. And some people even said that if they made a new house, they would implement our design.
So nice
It's
work,
interesting.
really.
Thank you.
And we use core values all the time for like solving projects, and FLL really teaches us how to work together and to communicate our ideas in ways that other people will be able to understand.
Okay, so while our team was working together, we really enjoyed robot games. It's really awesome for us. And we found that FLL isn't really just a competition, but really a way to have fun really and to like learn teamwork skills to be like the common toy, Lego, which is a great way of doing it.
Well, we often share the practice room with another FLL team. They're called the Diligence, I believe. And one day their battery pack ran out of battery and they needed to practice a robot, so we lended them. Other times they were missing a wheel for a robot, so we had like a bunch of wheels, so we just lended them.
So everybody gets a job and nobody gets left out. And including some of the distractions, we all still have lots of fun when we're building and prepping for competitions.
But if you have the conflicts, how do you solve them?
We tried to show that in our rap with like one person was talking about how we need to analyze the problem, or one person was like, we have all these great solutions already, and then in the end we showed how like a third person could intervene and see both points of view because they're not involved and help work out differences, and then eventually find like common ground or meet in the middle on something. And that's kind of how we did it for the project. It's how we do core values, and that's how we've done Robot.
You have good
I do not.
Keep on.
That's the wrong fix his face.
Our team just finished the robot design, and the judges asked us about our robot and our program, and that's a robot, and